Cody Gakpo is the key to Liverpool's best front three for the rest of the season. Now, hear me out on this. You've got to guarantee there to Mo Salah. Mo Salah is going to go on the right wing. He's going to give you goals. He's going to give you assists. He's arguably the best player in the Premier League. That's a dead set. You're going to want Darwin Núñez up front as well. The chaos, the good numbers as well. He gets involved with creativity and with scoring now. You're getting some really good output from him, and he's always a constant threat. But that leaves one spot open, the left wing. And Luis Diaz has had a resurgence of form recently. He's looked really bright in terms of his dribbling and his runs, but the concerns about end product are still there. The man has been at Liverpool for just shy of 100 games now, and we've not yet got 10 assists from him, which is a concern. On the other hand, Diogo Jota, now he's a bagsman, he scores goals, but is his best position on the left wing? I'd sooner have him up front, I'd sooner have him in the box, being a poacher. And also the injury problems, the injury concerns. Can you really trust him to stay fit for the entirety of the run-in? So that leaves Gakpo. Now, Gakpo at PSV was one of the most highly sought-after young wingers in the world. His creativity was off the scale. He had something like 15 assists for PSV in the first half of the season before we bought him. And then we moved him up front as a false nine, and it did work to a certain degree, but following the signings of Dominic Szoboszlai, of Alexis McAllister, of Wataru Endo, of Ryan Gravenberch, alongside the emergence of Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott, the need for a false nine, someone who drops into the midfield and links up play and creates, that there isn't a need for that anymore. We need the striker to get in the box. But Gakpo's a left winger. It's something that really hasn't been tried out by Jurgen Klopp much this season, and I don't really understand why, because his best Premier League performance was against Burnley, and he was on the left wing then, and he tore Burnley apart. The dribbling, the creativity, he got an assist that day, he could have had more, he should have had a goal, it got ruled out for some horrible refereeing decisions. And against Sparta Prague, obviously, albeit it's Sparta Prague and we were 5-1 up already, but that was a good performance from him on the left wing. He kept causing the right back problems. And what Gakpo gives you on that left wing is someone who wants to create first. He wants to put in dangerous crosses. He wants to play it to the striker. And when you've got the likes of Núñez and Salah, two players who are such threats in the box, you want your winger to create the opportunities. And that's something I don't feel Diaz does necessarily as well. Diaz is a fantastic player at alleviating pressure. I feel that Diaz is someone who would work better if you had the Diogo Jota up front, who doesn't really need many opportunities to get something going, and you can afford to have a winger who's a little bit more centralised and a little bit more focused on themselves. But when you've got Núñez, who needs service, who needs opportunities created for him, Gakpo's the key, and I hope that in the last 10 games of the season we see Gakpo on the left wing and he can prove all these doubters wrong.